Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jo and this is Joey Sewy, where I talk about sewing, knitting, textiles and life. Now today I am here to talk to you in a very short video about the simplest possible hack you could do to your clothes ever. I genuinely don't think I could think of a simpler thing you could do to change a piece of clothing up to hopefully make it more wearable, more usable for your wardrobe today. I am wearing one of the versions I've done. I've got 3 versions to show you. Basically, I'm going to have to step all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. There you go. You see how these leggings end just below my knee? These are ready to wear leggings. Well, originally they just went all the way down to my ankle. They were full length leggings. And summer came along. It wasn't actually this year that I cut these ones off. I think it was last year or maybe even the year before. Summer came along, I had no shorts, I had no cropped leggings, so I took some scissors and I cut them off. And that's it, literally that's it. I didn't sew anything, I did measure, but that's it, I cut them off. Let me show you on a pair that I'm not wearing. Okay, so again, this is another pair of leggings and I have literally just cut the end off. So what you can see there is that the fabric does curl because it's knit fabric, and that is the one thing you do need to bear in mind, is that this is only going to work on knit fabrics. As I said, the leggings I'm wearing I've had for about 3 years in this state. Obviously I've washed them in those 3 years and it doesn't fray. Because it's knit fabric, you can go with the qualities, with the advantages of that fabric, and you can literally just cut them off. Couple of tips to make sure you cut them off at the right place. The age-old tip of measure twice, cut once, because you can't stick things back on once you've cut it off too short. And to be honest, these blue ones ended up a little bit shorter than I wanted. I still wear them, but they are a little bit shorter. So take 1 pin. You will need for this method 1 pin and 1 pair of scissors, or a rotary cutter. You put the item on, you find a mirror, so you'll need a mirror too. You put a pin in one leg, unless you know you have a significantly uneven body, put a pin in one leg. Then you have to take the item off carefully. So you've looked in the mirror, you've said, right, this is where I want them. You might base that on a garment that you already have. You know where you like the length to end. If in doubt, go longer before you can go shorter, because you can always cut off more. Then you need to hold the inside seam of your trousers. You're going to need a flat table or a floor. Hold the inside seam and take a minute to be really clear that you are lining up, particularly the crotch point. So unless you do have an uneven body and you are deliberately cutting the items to different lengths, you want to just take a moment here to make sure they end up the same length. So you're going to fold starting at the crotch point, which is the bit that's, when you're wearing it, is right underneath your bottom. Hold here, line up flat and smooth that out on the table. Make sure the underlayer is just as smooth as the upper layer. Check and double check, no creases, feel it with your hands, all of that, because you're going to cut once. And then ideally you might draw a line, or if you have a quilting ruler, this is a good moment to use a quilting ruler, because you can put that down on your fabric, on your trousers, hold it flat, so all that time you've just spent neatening it up, hold it flat, and then draw a line. Or if you have a rotary cutter and you're going to cut it on a rotary cutter, this is the time you just zip right across. Or draw a line, going to cut with scissors, pin it together and then cut. In all honesty, I've probably made that sound even more complicated than it is, and it's not even vaguely complicated. To get a result that you enjoy, you just want to spend a minute making sure that it's going to be even. And here is the third version. So these are not leggings, these started out life as joggers, track pants, whatever you want to call them. And I didn't like them as that, but they make great shorts. I like shorts just below the knee. So again, there it is. These have been in circulation in my wardrobe for 2-3 years. You can see the cut edge there. They don't fray. Yes, it's quite a casual finish, But equally, if you try and sew that on a sewing machine, you can do it if that's what you want to do, and refer to my sewing with stretch and hems videos if you're interested in that. There'll be links down below. But what you get if you don't hem it is you get a much more fluid drape. You get a much more kind of softer finish, no bulk at the hem. So it's lazy, that's an advantage. It's quick, that's an advantage. But also it's a more fluid drape, which is a style advantage. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, short and sweet, just like me. And I'll see you again next time. If you want to see other videos in the Sewing with Stretch series, they're up here. Another video from my channel, they're here. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you along for the ride, so please do subscribe here, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!